Hi, welcome back to Halloween House. Pardon my appearance, I've been gardening all day. Anyways, and I got more gardening to do, so I didn't want to take a shower for the YouTube video. Sorry. Anyways, I have a rant video. I don't know if you saw my video on changing an ignition coil. You don't really have to watch it. You can watch any video on changing an ignition coil. I'll try not to swear or anything like that. I ain't making no promises. So anyways, so I changed the ignition coil, because I had a misfire on number 7. It was running fine, no issues or anything like that, but I did buy the truck used about 4 years ago. It's a 2009 F-150 V8. It's got about 170,000 miles on it now, and it occurred to me that I had never changed spark plugs on it. So I'm thinking, while I'm changing my ignition coil, I really should just take it in for a tune-up, and of course that includes changing the spark plugs. So I went ahead and did that, and I had today off. Today is Friday. And I got ripped off, and that's fine, because I knew I would be, but I was willing to be ripped off just to have the day to myself, to be able to work on my garden, do whatever I want. I had a nice day. Ordered a burrito from DoorDash. It was a nice lunch. Whatever. Got a lot of work done on the yard. So I dropped it off at 8 a.m. And he said it would only take a couple hours. Well, whatever. He didn't call until 2 p.m. Again, that's fine. Whatever. I wanted to spend the day in my yard anyways. Didn't really care when the truck was done, as long as it was done before 6 when they closed. So whatever. I get a call at about 2 saying, no, well, we got the one side of the spark plugs changed, which would be the passenger side. As you know, I changed the ignition coil 7, which is on the driver's side, and he says these ignition coils look, rotten, and we really highly recommend that you change all your ignition coils. All of them, huh? So basically, he called me suggesting I change all my ignition coils before he even inspected all the ignition coils. Now, I didn't say anything about ignition coils or anything to them when I dropped it off, or that I had changed it. There was no need to. It's a tune-up, whatever. But for shits and giggles, I said, all right, what are you going to charge me to change all 8 ignition coils? This dirty little piece of shit had the nerve to quote me the price of $1,143. Now, mind you, this was to have all 8 replaced. Now, let's pretend that's a fair price. Let's just pretend. It's not, but let's pretend. He would have charged me $1,143. Either way, that would have been an overcharge, because at least one of them was good. What am I supposed to trust? That once he got around to the other side, he says, oh, no, wait a minute, 7 is good. Only the other 7 are bad. We're going to go ahead and knock off a couple $100 because 1 is good. It really pissed me off. Of course, I just said, no, just finish the job I brought it in for. I'll get it home. I'll worry about ignition coils at another time. Whatever. So around 3:30, I go pick up my truck or whatever, and it turns out, maybe 4 need to be changed, and it's not even that pressing. Whatever. Hey, it's just the reason why I'm just so angry about it is, number one, at least one of them were good. They just gave me that price. All eight just out their ass. And the reason why they do that is because people are paying it. Because people are just saying yes. Now, again, I don't know if you watched the other video or not. Doesn't really matter. I'll link it below if you'd like to see it. Go ahead and watch it. Or Google any video, or look up any video on YouTube about how to change an ignition coil. It's a 10-minute job. It's a $30 part. How do you get $1,143? That's $128 an ignition coil. The part is $30 at AutoZone. It's ridiculous, but people are paying it. And then You know, the other thing, I understand they got to upsell and all that, and everybody's got to make their money. I get it, but that's dirty. That's just complete dishonesty. Where was I going? There was something else I had to say. I don't know. But anyway, so at the end of, my video about changing the ignition coil was, it's better to do it yourself than going to a mechanic. And it is, because you get ripped off. Oh, that's where I wanted to go. And now let's say I really did need this done at $1,143 for ignition coils, which is outrageous. And I say, I can't afford it right now. Of course, they're going to say some bullshit like, well, let's hook you up with car care. It's credit at like 29% interest. And they get away with this shit because consumers are not educating themselves. And I don't need to say it because I'm a woman. I'm not going to pull the woman card. Maybe they do it to everybody. I don't know. But you consumers out there, you people that are going to a mechanic, really educate yourself. Find out exactly what they're doing. Don't just take their word for it. And I don't care who says, oh, my mechanic's really honest. Yeah, they're out there, I guess. I don't know. It just makes me angry. They're getting away with this because people are letting them. So anyways, I guess that's the end of my rant. And I guess some unsolicited advice is, know what you're going to the mechanic for. Know what you can do on your own. Know what the part actually costs. I don't know how they get up $128 each for each ignition coil. And even if that was a fair price, he was still going to overcharge me $128 for the good ignition coil. Get to know your mechanics, get to know your car. Don't get ripped off. Stay spooky.